everyone, it's Nicole, and this is the 100th video on my channel, which is crazy to say because it's just flown by. Like, it's kind of surreal to me that we already hit 100. But in this video I wanted to do something where we talk a little bit. I wanted to give you guys some updates, and then we are going to do a personality test because I noticed in the last video you guys really enjoyed getting to know me and you just learned more about me, which I like that you guys want to know that. And as a YouTuber, I want you guys to feel like we're friends and family, and I think getting to know me, even though I'm an awkward robot, if that's something you guys want to know, then I'm for it. But before we jump into the personality test, I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit. So I have quite a few new ideas that are in the works, as well as something I wanted to also bring up to you guys to see what you guys think. This is a gaming channel. I want to dedicate it to gaming and all of, unboxing, things like that. But I have also kind of been leaning towards either doing a second channel that includes more like vlogs, challenges, day-to-day life, stuff like that other people may be interested in, but I wasn't too sure if I wanted to include it in this channel because a lot of you guys are here just to watch me play games, which is totally fine. It's a gaming channel. But I have also been kind of like, I want to maybe incorporate some more things. So I have been thinking about doing that. So please leave in the comments below if you guys would like to start to see more of that kind of thing. Vlogs, challenges, more collabs, but not necessarily video game style collabs, things like that. So that's been like the biggest wheel turning that I've been going through lately, but I didn't want to just start throwing those kind of videos in this channel because, like I said, a lot of you guys are here for the gaming aspect, and I don't want you guys that are here just for the gaming to go, oh, I'm not here for this, blah, blah, blah. So I want to really just kind of please all aspects of it where I still do gaming, but then on the other side, I'm also kind of including my life a little bit more and some other things besides just gaming stuff. So please leave in the comments below what you guys think. Would you watch that second channel? Would you guys enjoy that kind of stuff? Let me know. Also, another really cool thing, I'm going to at least once a week be doing YouTube Live. I wanted to start doing that next week to really get into the mix of things there. I have wanted to do Twitch again, off and on, which I think I'll start doing that at least once a month. It's just Twitch and YouTube, they don't really flow together, and so it makes it kind of difficult to upload the videos from Twitch onto YouTube, and I want everyone to be able to see my content. So I don't want my YouTube subs to be like, oh, well, she's live, but I don't really do Twitch or anything like that. So I like to try and keep everything on this channel, so that's why I haven't done a lot of Twitch, but I do also want to start doing that as well. But I will be doing YouTube Live at least one time a week. I will give more information on when I'm gonna do that, things like that, in the description down below. Also, if you guys want to add me on Twitch so you will get notified when I go live, the Twitch should be here. Editor, put Twitch, put the Twitch. So make sure that you follow me on there so you'll also get notified when I go live on Twitch. Before I get started on the test, I just want to thank you guys again for being here. Even if you just joined yesterday, today, whatever, or you've been here since day one, thank you for the support and for making me love what I do. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to see you guys enjoy what I do. And I can't express it enough that you guys mean so much to me, and I can't believe that I've already done 100 of these. I can't wait to do 100 more. I'm so pumped and so just excited to see what 2017 has in store for this channel. So, without further ado, let's get into the personality test. Here we go. Let's try not to judge me too hard. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. That varies. I'm very introverted, but if I'm with like a friend or family member, it's not too bad. But if it's just me and I'm going to somebody and I'm like, hi, so I'm probably gonna go like, I'm gonna try and do as not in the middle as possible. So I am gonna go kind of slightly agree. It is a little difficult just because I'm awkward, okay? I'm awkward, I'm shy, I'm weird. Those things just don't mix. You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. Yes, I live inside of my head a lot, and especially if it's like something that someone was just talking about, then I'll just like go, it's a mess up here. Woo! You try to respond to emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. I do try to respond to emails as soon as possible. I just sometimes forget because I have so much on this thing, just... You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused even when there is some pressure. I find it easy to stay focused. Relaxed, not so much. I'm easily stressed. You do not usually initiate conversations. No, I usually do initiate conversations because even though I'm awkward, I do not like awkward silence. So my go-to is like, I'll look for piercings or tattoos on someone and then I'll talk that way. Or just, I never do the, yeah, this weather, man. Like, nothing like that. But I do actually try to initiate conversations because then I just feel more awkward if I don't. You rarely do something just out of sheer curiosity. I'll disagree except for food. I am the blandest and the pickiest food eater that has ever been. I could live off of French fries and pizza for the rest of my life and be totally okay. But I'll say disagree. I'm willing to try things, just usually not food. You feel superior to other people. No, I hate that. I hate when people are on their high horse that think like, I'm the best that has ever been. It's like, no, it's not how it works. We're supposed to support each other, and if someone is feeling down and you are having a good day, or you're feeling like, yeah, I'm on top of the world, help bring that person to your level. Don't try and push them down even more. That's just not me. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. Yes. Very much so. I have to be organized. Even though right now my desk is crazy because I'm in the process of setting up for YouTube Live and Twitch. So I'm eventually going to have a second monitor here. So I'll be able to see responses from you guys and things like that. So this is all a little chaotic at the moment, which is kind of driving me crazy. But it's okay, I'm trying to be adaptable. You're usually highly motivated and energetic. Depends on the situation. When it comes to doing YouTube and things like that, yes, I get super excited, I'm pumped, I'm ready to go. I talk a whole bunch, but it depends on the thing. But I'll go ahead and say agree. Why not? Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. I don't like getting people upset. Debates are so to me, unless it's about like a video game. If someone's like, this video game is crap, I'll want to debate them and figure out what they personally don't like about it, especially if it's like a game that is my life. Like, I've had a lot of people that haven't been into like the Telltale series of The Walking Dead. They didn't enjoy it like even a fifth as much as I do, and that is on my top 5 favorite games. And they'll bash it and this and this. I'm like, okay, everyone has their opinion, but tell me why. And if they say, something that I can kind of, well, actually, no, it should, like, that kind of debate I'm totally okay with. But I don't like getting people upset. I don't like getting upset. I don't want to make someone upset. So I'll go kind of in between the agree. I like to win a debate if I know that I'm in the right, but I'm not just gonna spew like to make someone get upset. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. I'll say disagree. The only reason I'm not going to that one is because I do tend to have to over-explain my appearance. With having so many tattoos and piercings, I've had quite a few situations, especially recently, of people that assume that I'm super hardcore, or that I quoted by some random lady at the store that you just love pain, don't you? Things like that. So it's really rough because that's not what it is. Body modification, some people do like that. I mean, if I'm really upset and it makes me want to get a tattoo to help kind of get that relief out, things like that. So to a degree, but I don't just get stuff because I crave the pain or anything like that. I love self-expression. I love what tattoos and piercings can do for someone's self-esteem and how it can make you feel. But it does bother me that some people will look at me and be like, oh, I know what kind of person she is. It's like, no, I am extremely awkward, and I'm weird, and I'm quiet. It just doesn't look like I am. But I am. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. Agree. Very much so. Again, especially being a body piercer, if you guys didn't know that, I'm a licensed body piercer. I also have severe OCD, and so tidiness, germs, things like that, I am very, constantly cleaning. The last shop that I worked at, one of the artists would walk by my room constantly, and it always smelled like alcohol because I used hand sanitizer every 5 minutes. And so he'd walk by, he's like, do you just bathe in that? And I'm like, I would if I could. And then I just, clean. So I do stay very, tidy and organized. You do not mind being the center of attention. I do mind, depending on the situation. Having everybody just there for me or staring at me makes it a little hi guys. I don't hate it. Everybody likes to have attention to a degree. I'm on YouTube. Obviously, I'm putting myself out here. You guys are here to watch me and what I do and the content I give. But I don't walk into a party and I'm like, hey everybody, I'm here. You consider yourself more practical than creative. Disagree. I am practical, but I also thrive on being creative. I love creativity very much. People can rarely upset you. I will go in the middle on that. I don't get upset easily, but depends on what button you push. But okay, no, I'll go ahead. It takes the right words to really upset me. If you say certain words or a certain thing, then yeah. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Yes, I am a planner. I like spontaneity. I like being spontaneous. There we go. I like being spontaneous, but if every year I go visit my brother, I have that booked within at least 3 months before I go. I then, the week of me leaving, I will make lists. I want to have a good idea when I'm there. I'm like, hey, what do you want to do Wednesday? What do you want to do Saturday? I do like having some thought out plans instead of just going there and then being like, it is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Disagree. Everybody has been through something. everything. Everyone has lost somebody, lost an animal, lost something. Everybody can get their feeling hurt. Everybody goes through certain emotions, things like that. So anybody that is having a really bad day, I'm usually the person that tries to be like, hey, you can talk to me. Hey, like, all of my friends usually do come to me to rant and vent because I tell them to. It's like, that's what I'm here for. I'm an open book. My ears are ready. Spew rantness at me if you're having a bad day. Like, that's because growing up, besides, like, my family, I didn't really have that. And so I like being that person. So I'm going to disagree. Your mood can change very quickly. It's not like bipolar, like instant change where I'm like, yeah, fuck this. It's not like that. But I can go from like super energetic to all of a sudden just like that can change. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivity. Again, when you're talking to someone, you don't want to try and push and be like uber dick to somebody. But you also don't want to, depends on the person, because some people cannot handle the truth to the degree that some people may say it. Like, some people are very blunt in the truth, and then some people kind of ease into it. I'm gonna go in the middle there. Like, I don't know. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. Very much disagree. I don't like conflict unless I'm already, like, super done with the day or that specific person, but even still, I don't actively go to, like, must destroy. I don't want to do that. Your work style is closer to random energy spikes than to be methodical and organized approach. Disagree, because see last page of organization. You are often envious of others. I'm gonna disagree. Everybody is envious of, like, certain things, like, wow, they have a brand new car, or oh my god, look at their house. But at the same time, in those situations, I also am in a good spot in my life. I have a roof over my head. I have a career in mind. I'm doing what I love, things like that. And there are some people out there that don't have that. I mean, I'm 24, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life until, like, 3 years ago. And even then, it was because I kind of fell into it versus just like, yes, I want to do this. I had no idea what I wanted to do. Besides, my goal was always to be a writer for Game Informer. That's what I wanted to do for the longest time. And then, graduated, didn't really want to go to college, went right into working full time, and then just kind of, so everybody is envious to a degree, but I'm not often envious of others because I am very lucky of what I do have and the people that I have. An interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. Duh! Like, I mean, I finally got back into Skyrim because I bought the remaster, but I really had no desire to play it because I'm personally not someone that likes to replay games if I'm over 200 hours into the first one. But since I had it on Xbox and then I bought it for PS4, you can't, only if you had it for PC and you go to PC, then you could transfer your stuff. So I was SOL. So I really did not want to restart. Now I'm back in the groove of things. I'm, like 70 hours in. I'm really enjoying it. And I honestly just want to sit and play that 24/7. Don't want to do anything else. Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. It is good to to have a good plan and stick to it. But if along the way someone goes, well, this really isn't working, what do you think about this? It is good to have input and changes as you're doing a project, because things happen. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. Disagree? I'm always a thinker, thinking of new things to think about. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. Yes. That is, like, I am not often walking through nature anymore because I'm a homebody. But when I do go out and I just like enjoy the beautiful day and the scenery, I'm just a shell walking around and my mind is just wandering. It's beautiful, beautiful. Someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. Email, no. If it's a text, yes. But email, it's like, it sometimes takes me a while to respond, so no. Email, I'm gonna disagree completely. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Of course I want my child to be kind, and of course I'd like my child to be smart. I mean, I'm not saying you have to be a genius like my awesome brother, but it would be nice to have some kind of intellect, which I'm sure they will have. But it is good to be kind. I am gonna... See, I'm also not a parent, so I'm not in that situation yet where I'm in parent mode or I have the parenty thoughts. I'm a parent to 3 cats, and they're cats. Like, I don't know. See, if you grow up too kind, though, people can walk all over you, because there's some nasty people in the world. I would rather my kid grow up kind, but I would like them to also have some general knowledge. You do not let other people influence your actions. Depends on the actions, but most of the time agree. If I really do not want to do something and someone's like, oh, come on, do it. Nah. No, I'm pretty set in my ways. But if, like, it's something that I could actually think is fun, but I'm kind of, like, leery about it, and they're like, no, trust me, like, it's really fun. Try this or do this. And I end up doing it and enjoy it. Okay. Your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. I'm gonna go in the middle because it really varies. There could be times where I am dreaming of something that happened yesterday mixed with a random dragon and I'm in Narnia. But most of the time, I mean, it's a dream. It's a little crazy. Does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. Oh yeah, my new workplace, if I'm there, I try to very much, like, chat and not be that person that's just, like, there and then leaves. And then if someone comes up, I'm just like, oh, I can't, I gotta go. I do try to incorporate and bring myself in on activities. You are more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. I don't even need to explain that. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Just that I'm gonna go in the middle. Again, depends on the situation. If it's about a video game or anything like that aspect, then sometimes my emotions control me. Day-to-day life, I control them, but in certain situations, nope. You enjoy going to social events that include dress-up or role-play activities. I love going to the Renaissance Festival, but I've never really been to, like, super, like, costume party or things like that. I think it would be kind of fun, but I'll go ahead and say agree, because I do love going to the Renaissance Festival. I dress up doing that. Last year I went as a steampunk girl, because I love the aesthetic of steampunk. So I went there, and, like, I enjoy stuff like that. Yeah, I enjoy stuff like that. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. No, because I don't want to get my hopes up too much. Like, sometimes there'll be that idea where it's like, that's impossible, but I want to do it. But most of the time, I don't go too outside of the box if it's like, that's not going to happen. You'd rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. Sometimes, I do like detailed plan, like, I do like planning and things like that, but sometimes improvising is fine too. You're a relatively reserved and quiet person. Yes, unless I'm with people that I know, or I'm in a surrounding that I'm comfortable with. Like when I'm meeting new people, or it's a birthday party, or, you know, I'm meeting a friend's boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I like to be in an area that I'm comfortable in. If it's a social gathering of like just going to get food or something, I am just... But if it's a place like Dave & Buster's or some type of arcade place where there's video games and things like that, I'm in my zone, I'm in my element, I'm happy, I'm more chatty, things like that. So I am relatively reserved and quiet person. But if I'm in my element, if I'm in my element, then I'm like, woo! If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. If I had a business, I would own my own, like, tattoo piercing shop. And so you have to be exceptional and above in that kind of situation because it's somebody's body. So even if you're loyal, but if you're not performing up to par, that business is not going to last. So in that situation, I would have to disagree. Because I'm not going to put other people's bodies at risk just because they're underperforming employees and I don't want to hurt their feelings. In any other situation, it would be different. I'd maybe kind of go here-ish. But in that, like if my business was that, I would do its best for my clients. You often You often contemplate the reasons for human existence. That's deep. I often contemplate the reasons why I do some things that I do in life, but doesn't everybody. But I don't necessarily go that deep. I mean, that's... If I'm having a day, maybe. But other than that, logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. My first thought was freaking Selena Gomez. The heart wants what it wants. A lot of these are just like, depends on the situation. That's what's so difficult. Depends on the situation. But I have to go in the middle with that one. Keeping your opinions open is more important than having a to-do list. I do like, just because I say I'm super organized and I like having a list and this kind of stuff, I am still very open to options and like being spontaneous and things like that. I'm just more comfortable in situations if I have a plan. So, keeping options open are good to have. If your friend is sad about something, you're more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. Disagree. A little bit. Just a little bit. Because I am not that kind of person, though, that's like, this is what you should do. Because it's your life. The only thing I will sit there and go is, okay, well, kind of talk to me about why maybe this is making you sad. If you're throwing a situation out there. If this person is with someone that isn't necessarily making them happy, then what is it that's keeping you with them? Besides, just, I love this person, things like that. Like, that's about as far in as I'll go, but I won't actually suggest... Oh, that's right. I won't actively suggest options for them to deal with the problem unless they ask. Because a lot of people are just there for emotional support. They're not there for you to be Dr. Phil in them. Like, come on, people. You rarely feel insecure. It's funny. That's so funny. I always feel that way. This everybody has their insecurities, things like that. So it's just, you have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I don't really have issues with that. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Again, depends on the situation. I do enjoy being right, but not coming off as a pretentious ass. So, depending on the situation, like if we're going in there and everything is wrong and we're gonna lose because I kept my mouth shut instead of, kind of bruising egos, so I'll go slightly agree, but not overly. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of whether they are supported by facts or not? Mostly. If it's something... gray area here. Politics, religion, things like that, I try and steer away from because some people go crazy with that, which is fine. Everybody has their own beliefs, their own, that's how it is. I have my own. I'm not going to judge you on yours as long as you don't judge me on mine. That's how I've always talked to people, especially with religion. I used to work at a tattoo shop that was very, very religious. And here I am going into the shop and I'm not religious. I'm not. And that's totally fine. I never judged them if they wanted to have a prayer together or if one was having a bad day and they wanted to sit down and pray together, anything like that. I never sat there and was like, help me out. Nothing like that, because that's what they believe in and that is completely fine. And they respected that I didn't have that. So it worked out really well. But I have met people that if they talk to me and they go, well, what do you believe in? I'm like, I don't really have many beliefs in that aspect of religion. And I'm bashed, told I'm going to hell, this and this. And it baffles me. I don't get it. It's like, my beliefs are not affecting your life. And if they are, you need to rethink your life. It's like, just have your own beliefs. I'll have mine. Just don't judge each other on it. That's the only thing. So I will say that everyone should be respected, regardless supported by facts or not, because some people just, if that's what makes them happy, as long as they're not bashing other people or telling other people that they're wrong, then let them have their, it's not hurting anybody. It's not. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. Nope, I am emotionally and physically exhausted. My social quota of the month is usually filled, and I'm ready to just go home and nap. You frequently misplace your things. Very much disagree. I try to keep, there'll be times where like I'll walk out of the room and have to stop, and I'm like, where'd I put my, that's right. But most of the time, I don't misplace my things. I try and keep them all in the same area. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. I like to think so. I would like to think so. I am someone, though, that bottles things up, but I do try to stay emotionally stable. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Yeah, everybody has ideas going on in their head, I would assume. Or, plans for the future, things like that. So yeah, you would not call yourself a dreamer. Disagree. I am a dreamy dreamer, and I love to dream. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Yeah. Again, if I have someone there that I know, I'm more relaxed. If it's just me, then I'm a little, but I'll say kind of the middle agree. Like, I agree, but not like. Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. You worry too much about what other people think. I do. I always wonder what people think. Not necessarily about me. I'll go in the middle with that one. Because I don't... If people are judging me based on my looks and appearance and tattoos and piercings, it doesn't bother me anymore. When it first started happening, it really did. It was like, why does this bother you? It doesn't... You'll probably never see me again. But if it's something about me, like if I said something and someone finds that's too harsh and all of a sudden they think I'm a bad person, anything like that, then it starts to bother me. But I'll go in the middle there. Alright, last page. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. Yes, very much so. I don't want to be tunneled in, squished, and then lost in the oblivion of people. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. Not like 5 years ago me? Oh yeah. Now me? No, I don't like to sit there and I want to just do it. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. Absolutely. I am anxious and nervous anyway, that in very stressful situations, I don't handle it well. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. Well, I mean, yeah, being powerful doesn't mean you're liked. And being powerful, which I could name certain powerful individuals now that a lot of people don't like, but it's like, I want people, just like with you guys, I want you guys to enjoy my content and be liked. I don't want to have millions of subscribers and people just, even though that kind of would be redundant, like I have millions of subscribers, but nobody likes me, like, but I want people to be liked, and I want to be liked, but I don't necessarily like, you like me! Like, that's, you can't force people to like you, but I think it would be more rewarding to be liked than to be powerful. You've always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, books, arts, or movies. I mean, yeah, I'm always interested in that kind of stuff. You often take initiative in social situations. I kind of answered that one already, but I mean, initiative in like situations, not necessarily conversations, yes. So I'm gonna go a little disagree there. All right, guys. Sorry, I just saw the first one. Okay, your personality type is an advocate. My mind, this trait determines how we interact with our environment. I am 60% introverted. Shocker there. Energy. This trait shows where you direct your mental energy. I am intuitive, 60%. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. I am 64% feeling versus 36% thinking. Tactics, this trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. I am, what? I'm 82% judging? Prospecting 18%. How am I judging? Did this not just hear my huge spiel about judging people based on... Okay, that is the one thing I will say, a bullshit. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I am 60% assertive and 40% turbulent. Oh, start reading. Oh goodness. The advocate personality type is very rare, making up less than 1% of the population. become a rarity. But they nonetheless leave their mark on the world. As members of the diplomat role group, advocates have an inborn sense of idealism and morality. But what sets them apart is that they do not idle dreamers, but people capable of taking concrete steps to realize their goals and making a lasting positive impact. Advocates tend to see helping others as their purpose in life, but while people with this personality type can be found engaging rescue efforts and doing charity work, their real passion is to get to the heart of the issue so that people need not be rescued at all. That's kind of, I like that wording. Help me help you. Advocates indeed share a unique combination of traits. Though soft-spoken, they have very strong opinions and will fight tirelessly for an ideal they believe in. Yeah, I'll go with that. They are decisive and strong-willed, but will rarely use that energy for personal gain. Advocates will act with creativity, imagination, conviction, and sensitivity, not to create advantage, but to create balance. Advocates find it easy to make conversations with others and have a talent for warm, sensitive language, speaking in human terms rather than with pure logic and fact. It makes sense that their friends and colleagues will come to think of them as quite extroverted types. I mean, I have people that'll say I'm extroverted because I'm in my zone of game talk or like talking to you guys. So I get that, but like, no. Oh, so here are some advocates. We've got Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Alanis Morissette, Jimmy Carter, Nicole Kidman, alright, Morgan Freeman, Jon Snow from the Game of Thrones, James Wilson from House. Oh, this is cool! Rose from Titanic. That's cool that they add those kind of characters in. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Oh no, strengths and weaknesses. I'm creative, insightful, inspiring and convincing, decisive, determined and passionate, and altruistic? Weaknesses. Okay. Here we go, guys. I am sensitive, extremely private. I don't think this test knows that I'm on YouTube. Perfectionist, always need to have a cause. Not really, can burn out easily. Yes. Romantic relationships. Oh, here we go. Take the process of finding a partner seriously, not ones for casual encounters. People with the advocate personality type instead look for depth and meaning in their relationship. They will take time necessarily to find someone they truly connect with. Once they found that someone, their relationship will reach a level of depth and sincerity that most people can only dream of. I agree. Okay, so that is who I am via advocate or via 16 personalities test. So I hope this gave you a little bit more about me. Like I said, I would like to do, going way back to the beginning of the video, I do want to do a lot more videos that really you guys can get to know me and my life, even though I lead a very boring life. Things like that, so we can connect a little bit better. So again, let me know what you guys all think about that. Leave comments below. If you guys have taken this quiz, leave a comment on what your personality is. And yeah, so thank you guys so much again for being here for 100 episodes. We hit 100! Can't wait to hit 100 more with you guys. So thank you so much for this awesome journey and going through my crazy personality, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give it that thumbs up for me, and as always, I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye!